terms of just how to streamline the processes, etc. Then also you're on the system side of it, error management. Okay, I'm just waiting for my screen to update quickly here. Okay, so here's basically all the different things that that's been listed on this account. Maybe you tried uploading a file, so it actually logs that in the system, all the different things that happened here. Okay, every time you've logged in, etc. Site statistics. So a lot of people always ask, Andre, how much of the cloud am I using at the moment? What's my disk storage? All of that stuff. Once you click on site statistics, okay, it takes a couple of seconds. And then as soon as it's done, it actually goes and it calculates how many CaseWare files have you uploaded, how many active staff have you got that logs in, etc., etc. I'm just waiting for this to quickly update. And I don't know if you can see it on your side already, but it actually gives me all the stats on this here. So I think I'm using 0.2 of a gig. Okay, so it actually lists all of this for you. Okay, and how many people have I got? I've got 3 staff. Some of them, how many of them are inactive? How many are admin users? How many contacts have I got? So it actually lists all of this very nicely for you. Okay, and then also here your cloud billing. Just waiting for that to update as well. Okay, so in here, specify the email address that will be sent the billing notification. So this is basically who's paying for this cloud and who can we send the email to. So you can just also go and add that and just amend that, etc. And then time on the go, I'm not going to go into detail, but this is where you'll basically set up also your time on the go. By default, I think everybody gets a trial version of the time on the go. So you can actually go and play around with that. So maybe I'm just waiting for my screen to update again. Okay, so the dates, I'm just waiting for that to quickly update. What's your year-end date you'll be using here? What period sequence are we using? Quarterly, monthly, yearly? What's my active period at the moment? All of that stuff. And you can go set up all your time codes, your expense code, so you can go and set up all of this as well. Okay, now without further ado, I'm just going to quickly jump into the people section here. I just want to quickly go back to my slideshow. Okay, adding a new user. So guys, on here, you can manually add a user or you can go import your users. Now, I'm going to be going through the manual add and then I'm going to be doing the import feature. So all the delegates that's currently online, I think there's only 2 missing, I'm actually going to be adding all of you as a user on my site. So you can actually log in, you can have the ability to log into my site and we can go play around and you can go play around with the site. So if you manually add, you'll go into the individual details and I'll show you now, you can add them, you'll give them the rights that they need, all the rights that they need. But if you've got a firm and you want to import their details, obviously let's think about it. If you're a big firm and you've got 400 people, you don't want to manually go add them one by one. So you can go and actually go import their details and they will automatically get an email and they will then go through that process. So let me quickly take you through the manual adding process. So let me quickly just go back there. Okay, so on here, if I need to add a person, so I've got currently Helen, Andre, and I've got a Dougie there as well. So you can go and add a new person. So I'm going to say add. Okay, can you see there's an option there for add staff or add contacts? Okay, and there's our import feature there, which we're going through now. So I'm going to add staff. Okay, so it asks you, is this an active or inactive? So at any given point in time, you can, if someone resigns or maybe there's a conflict of interest or anything, you can go and make someone inactive. They won't be able to sync to the cloud. They won't be able to log in. So yeah, you can go make someone inactive. The email address, so I'm going to say, let's say for instance, I'm going to be using John, okay, at cqs.co.za. So you'll type that in. Again, the red asterisk there says that it is a required field. The first name, okay, and the last name there, can't think of another surname. Okay, the last name there is also required. Then the rest of the details aren't required, but you can go and fill them out. Okay, then also you can go add this to a group. Just also to set up all these different groups, you can go click on, you can go to your firm settings and go set this up. Then also the password. Do you want this will be set by the user? Do you want to auto generate this for the user? Okay, so this is the password that the user will have on their side. And then also, yeah, the user must change the password the next time he signs in. Okay, so you can set the password for the end user. It's a randomized password. If you want that to be the end user's password, you can keep that as is, or you can tell them, listen, that's your interim password, but I want you to reset that once you log in. Or what we can do is we can set the password for the end user, and then that'll be that user's login. Okay, I like setting this set by user, so they'll get an email, and once they click on the link, obviously they can then set their own password. And then obviously the firm-wide roles here, what do you want this end user to be able to do? Do you want them to be an owner? Do you want them to be a viewer, an editor, entity access, all of that stuff? And each one of these, remember, is explained in your firm settings, what each one of these can do. Okay, so for today, if you give someone admin, okay, they will usually be able to do all of that stuff. Just quickly thinking, entity admin, okay, so maybe like a secretary, you want her to be able to add all the entities in there, the contacts, all of those details, so you can go and edit these as you go along. Okay, you can click on save and add another, so it's person 1 is done, let's add person 2, or if I click on OK, obviously it'll just go and add this end user. Okay, and there it'll tell you also on the right-hand side, it gives you confirmation there that the successfully created John Langeveld, I should have said John Legend. Okay, you can also go and then if I want to just quickly go back, that person hasn't logged in yet. Oh, sorry, there's that person there. You can go there and go edit all the details, go see all the details, and then you can also go tag this user, you can go edit this user, firm-wide roles. Okay, if we trust someone a little bit more, we can go edit his firm-wide roles and maybe give him a little bit more rights and stuff. You can delete stuff. You can assign this user to a staff group, and also you can go edit the rates. When would you edit the rates is basically for the time on the go and the expenses, etc. Okay, if I wanted to go and delete this end user, it will ask me, are you sure you want to delete this person? You say, yes, I've never made a mistake, and it goes. And it says successfully deleted this user. Okay, then on this side here, so there's an import function. If I want to import the staff, okay, so I'm just going to quickly here, it says they import from a CSV file. So obviously you'll have your end user's details on a CSV file, okay, and then you can go and edit this and then go say how you want this to be imported. So I'm going to quickly do a practical example here. Now, each one of you have registered obviously for this course. So I just want to quickly get all of your details here. Cool. Okay, so I've got all of you guys added here. So what I'm going to do is you need the first name, the last name, and the email address of these people. Okay, so I'm going to be doing this and I'm going to be importing this into the cloud section there. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly go save this. Okay, and it needs to be a CSV. Guys, remember it needs to be CSV. So I'm just going to quickly go save as. Okay, and if you see CSV shout, I won't hear you, but where's CSV? Okay, I'm gonna go with this one for now. Okay, and then, sorry, I just want to quickly see which CSV. Oh, there's comma delimited. Okay, okay, and then I save this, and there we go. I just want to see if it's on my desktop. Okay, then I go to my users here, and I'm going to go new staff. Okay, I say I want to import from CSV. You locate your CSV file, which in this case is going to be this one here. Okay, here's comma delimited, tab delimited, etc. So I'm going to say it is, I think it was comma delimited. I say next, and here it will then give me all the fields I need to import. So on here, I'm going to say this is the first name of the person. This is going to be my last name, and then on this one is going to be my email address. Okay, the email address is the very important part there. Okay, you can go and there's the other fields that's there. Just quickly go through it. The initials, the job title, the business phone, mobile, home phone, all of that stuff there. Okay, the important things are there: the first name, last name, and the email. You click on import. Okay. okay, and you click on yes, okay, and it'll give you a import complete, 19 people imported, how many people have not been imported, and I'm expecting that to probably be my title. That was probably not imported. Okay, if you click on no, you can go back and edit the content. In this case, I'm going to click on yes. We give it a couple of seconds, and then there you go. So on my side, you can see that now, obviously, you would want to be able to go and create more entities. You want to go and add more files. You want to be able to do a lot more stuff. So on your side, I'm going to quickly ask you to go and go click for me on cloud on your side. Go click on the cloud button. Okay, and then see if you can go click on entities. On the bottom left, entities. Okay, and you'll probably see that you won't be able to go click on new. There won't be a new button anywhere for you. So you technically can't do anything. Okay, now obviously I need you up and running, and I need you to be able to go create entities and stuff. So what I'm going to do, and this is where you can again watch my screen. Okay, so now you can just watch my screen again. Okay, on here, I'll go into my side because I'm admin on the side. I can then go select all the people, and then I can go click on the right hand side and say, I want to edit the firm-wide roles. Okay, and then on here, I can then go click and go say, what do I want these people to be able to do? Entity admin, do I want them to be able to add more staff? Do I want them to give full admin to the people so that they can actually go and edit the site, etc.? So you can go and edit all of this. Okay, so I'm going to quickly give everybody entity admin so that everybody should be able to go and create an entity on your side. I'm going to quickly say entity admin. I'll give you staff admin. I trust you guys. Okay, so I'm going to say that you should be able to add more staff. Okay, and then I'll click on apply. Okay, we'll wait for that for a couple of seconds, and as soon as it's done, you should be able to add yourself. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Okay, on here. So guys, just quickly, if you go click on your cloud button, okay, you'll see that we've got the following. We've got timeline. Okay, if I click on timeline, okay, you'll see that what it does is it gives me a quick like a quick view of what's actually happening. Okay, and it tells me who's done what on what there. So Charmaine, for instance, went and created an entity there. Andres now went and added a lot more people here. So it gives me a quick view of what's happening in my firm. Okay, if I go click on activities, okay, on here, you'll see then it literally lists all of this stuff here. So it gives me like a quick list of what's happening in here. Okay, and then on here, the files as well. On here, you'll be able to like go view all the different files. Like these are all the files. Now at the moment, I just have one. And if I go click on Q, okay, so guys, that's how you would navigate through the cloud. Okay, we'll go through each one of these items quickly. Okay, so the timeline and the activities is basically there. They're pretty similar there. Activities is just like, for instance, what has physically happened, what has happened on the site. And then also just on that, if you click on all entities on the drop down, if I go click on Lunchbox, okay, so everybody quickly on your side, I want you to go click on the drop down where it says the entities and go click on Lunchbox. Okay, now if I then go to my, let's go to the timeline, for instance. Okay, can you see it does it specifically now? It'll only show you the timeline or the activities or the files per that entity. Okay, so guys, if you can't see, oh, I can't see this other client's details, etc., it is because you have linked it to just that Lunchbox. So if you do that, please remember to always go click on all entities if you want to be able to see the activities or the files on all entities. Okay, guys, while we're mentioning that, I want you to quickly go click on your search button for me. Go click on your search button there, the little magnifying glass there, and then if you start typing, okay, you'll see it actually comes up, okay, it comes up with, are you looking for